our channel QHSE Akbar Jilani. If you are new on our channel, please subscribe the channel. If you are our existing subscriber, please watch the video from start up to the end. In this video, we will discuss the practical use of RCA tools. There are different RCA tools. We will apply 3 of the RCA tools to one incident happen. We will also use the scenario. So today RCA tools that we will discuss, including 3 of the RCA tools, 5 whys analysis, ICAM analysis, incident cause analysis method, then fault tree analysis, FTA. So now takes one by one, but before going into detail, first we want to discuss the scenario. Let's start the scenario. An office worker left the workplace 30 minutes before the end of his shift. Instead of using the designated exit route, he chose a shortcut through an operational warehouse area. At the same time, a forklift was operating nearby. The forklift operator was driving at high speed and was unaware of the worker approaching. When the operator suddenly noticed the worker, he applied the brake abruptly. Due to an oil spill on the floor, the forklift skidded, using the load to become unstable and fall. Causing the load to become unstable and fall. The load struck the worker, resulting in a serious leg fracture. Now let's apply the 3 RCA tools to this incidents. In this, we will be able to understand which tracks we have to apply to the RCA tools. Now we come one by one. First, we take the why analysis, 5 whys. 5 whys analysis. Problem: worker was struck by a forklift and suffered a broken leg. Then we will take this one. Why was the worker injured? Because he was hit by a forklift and the load fell on him. The first one. First, what's the problem? Worker was struck by a forklift and suffered a broken leg. This is the problem. Now the first why. Why was the worker injured? Because he was hit by a forklift and the load fell on him. Then, why was the load? So from the because, why was he hit by the forklift? Because the forklift operator didn't see him and was driving at high speed. So now why was he hit by? So why high speed? Why did the operator not see him? Why he didn't see him? Because worker used an unauthorized shortcut route. Then no clear segregation between pedestrian and vehicles. Operator visibility may have been limited. Why was there no proper segregation and unsafe behavior? Because no enforced traffic management system, lack of supervision and monitoring. There was no supervision in workplace. Worker left early, procedure violation. He has to inform somebody and using the normal way. Unsafe speed not controlled. And the second and other there was a cause, the forklift speed was also not controlled, means the speed limiter was removed or something. Why was this control is not in place? Controls not in place because of management failure, inadequate risk assessment for vehicles, pedestrian interaction, poor safety culture, rule not enforced, lack of training and awareness, no maintenance control, oil leak from forklift. Root cause identified, poor traffic management system. So now we discuss over here 5 whys. So now let's go for the root cause analysis. What is the root cause? Causes identified, poor traffic management system, lack of supervision and enforcement, inadequate risk assessment, poor equipment maintenance, and weak safety culture. Now we apply for this the second method, incident cause analysis method, or ICAM. ICAM break causes into 4 categories: absent, failed defense. What barrier failed? What were the barrier? No segregation walkways, no speed control measures. What was not there? Absent. So, in this case, we will discuss the unsafe conditions. No speed control measures, speed limit and barriers, no spill control housekeeping system, no forklift maintenance system, no warning system, alarm and mirrors. Now, what was the problem with the individual? So, unsafe acts. The failure shows the unsafe condition and the unsafe acts, the individual. Left work 30 minutes early. Use unauthorized shortcuts. Forklift operator driving at excessive speed. Not maintaining proper lookout. Now, the environment, the task. Workplace factors, oil spill on the floor, causing skidding. Poor visibility in the area. This is the environment. Mixed traffic, pedestrian plus forklift. Possible poor lighting or layout. Now, organizations, management system failure, no effect traffic management plan, poor supervision, lack of disciplinary control, inadequate traffic for worker and operators, no preventive maintenance system in place, weak safety culture, inadequate risk assessment. If we see over here, we will check over here the task, then individual. Over here, task, individual, then organization. These 4 things we just only discuss over here. We call this actually in common language the MEEP approach, MEEP, material, equipment, environment, and personnel. The common approach that the NIBO students use this for the incident investigation. This ICAM analysis is based on the MEEP, MEEP, material, equipment, environment, and personnel. So over here we see absent, failed defense, then individual, then task, and then organization. So now, exam style conclusion like the incident was not caused by a single failure, but by a combination of unsafe acts and management system failure. While the worker and operator contributed through unsafe behavior, the root cause lies within organization weakness, including poor traffic management, lack of maintenance, and ineffective supervision. When we are talking about this everything is coming to the organization because in the incidents, the experts, safety experts say that 75% is coming from the organizations because the unsafe condition, who is responsible? The management. Individual, who is responsible? Because he was not provided proper training. And the forklift operator, why he was driving with excessive speed? Because due to workload. And why this guy was going early? There was no proper procedure. He has to inform somebody and why he used the shortcut ways. Now, the task also from the management. Oil, there was no spill procedure in place and no preventive maintenance in place. So this everything, 1, 2, 3 coming to number 4. So now we go for the recommendation of optional but strong for answer. Like in implement segregation pedestrian walkways, introduce forklift speed limit and monitoring, enforce strict exit procedures, conduct regular maintenance checks, improve housekeeping, oil spill control, provide training and supervision, develop a traffic management plan. Now we are coming to the fault analysis FTA, top event final accidents. Worker suffer a broken leg due to being struck by forklift and falling load. Level 1, immediate causes. What are the immediate causes? The top event occur due to or gate, any one or combination can cause accident. Worker stuck by forklift, load falling from forklift. Level 2, direct causes. Worker stuck by forklift and gate both contributed. Worker in forklift operating area. Forklift operator unable to avoid collision. Load falling from forklift and gate, sudden braking. Unstable load. The load was also not stable. Now we are coming to third one, contributing causes. Worker in forklift area or gate used unauthorized shortcut. Left work 30 minutes early. Procedural violation. He was violating the procedure. No pedestrian segregation. Operator unable to avoid collision or gate. Driving at high speed. Poor visibility awareness. No warning system. Horn, mirror, or alarm in place. Sudden braking. Why sudden brake? Operator reacted late. Excessive speed. Because in the companies, they have the procedure that the speed will be 5 to 10 kilometer per hour. But he was driving or operating with a high speed. So means the speed limiter was bypass. Unstable load. The stable load was also unstable. Improper load securing forklift instability due to skidding. Now level 4, root cause system failure. Forklift skidding, oil spill on floor, poor housekeeping, lack of maintenance, leaking forklift. Now unsafe behavior, worker and operator are get now lack of training. Here was no training. Poor supervision, weak enforcement of rule. The enforcement policy of the organization was very weak. Organizational failure, no traffic management plan, inadequate risk assessment, poor maintenance system, weak safety culture, lack of monitoring and supervision. So now everything is coming here for the organization. Top event, worker injured, broken leg or hit by forklift and broke worker in area, then load fall in worker in area, sudden braking plus unstable load or shortcut early exit, no segregation, speed, late reaction, and skilled oil spill. So poor maintenance. So this from the head, from the answer X from the uh, victim, in this from the forklift drivers. So both are, but this everything is coming due to the poor maintenance. Now the fault analysis show that incident was caused by a combination of human errors, unsafe condition, and management failure. Even if one control had worked, proper segregation or no oil spill, the accident could have being prevented. This highlights the importance of multiple layers of safety control. Now, key preventive control, how we will control pedestrian vehicle segregation, enforce speed limit, strict exit procedures, regular traffic maintenance, immediate spill cleanup system, strong supervision and discipline, workplace traffic management plan. Thank you very much. If you have any question regarding this video, please give your comments in the comment section and we will come to your question with a good answer. Thank you very much and we'll see you with the next video. Bye bye.